Hello, learners. Greetings of the day. Today, we are going to talk about the evolution of cybercrime and investigation techniques. Cybercrime has evolved into one of the biggest global threats. In this session, we will trace how digital crimes begin, how criminals adapt to technology, and how investigation methods have evolved. The goal is to understand both the criminal and the forensic perspective. This session emphasizes the growing importance of cyber forensics and the role of global cooperations in combating cybercrime. So let's start with what cybercrime is. Cybercrime refers to illegal acts involving computers, networks, or digital devices. It includes hacking, phishing, identity thefts, and data breach. As technology advances, so do the techniques used in the crimes. Today, cybercrime affects individuals, organizations, and even governments. Investigators must understand digital footprints to trace activities across systems and networks. Earlier crimes from 1970s to 1990s. Earlier cybercrime in 1970s and 1990s was motivated mainly by curiosity and experiments. Examples like phone phreaking, the brain virus in 1986, and the Morris worm in 1988. As the internet became essential, crime shifted from personal curiosity to organization financial thefts. Law enforcement was initially unprepared for digital evidences, which led to the birth of digital forensics. The growth of internet and digital crimes. The rise of internet created global connectivity and global crimes. Online frauds, credit card thefts, and intellectual property privacy surge. Cybercrimes started exploiting e-commerce and online banking systems. The anonymous of internet made it difficult for investigators to trace attackers, leading to the development of early cyber laws and digital monitoring tools. Evolutions of cyber crimes methods. Cybercriminals methods evolved rapidly from individual hackers working alone to organized cyber gangs and even state sponsored organizations and operations. The motive diversified profit, espionage, revenge, and political influence. Techniques like ransom, phishing, DDoS attacks, and AI based manipulation became common. Investigators now rely on automated systems and AI to match the sophistication of attackers. Let's move to the categories of cybercrime. Cybercrimes can be classified into several categories based on the nature and the objective of the attacks. Let's look at the major categories. First, financial crimes. The crimes involve illegal access or manipulation of financial data for monetary gain, such as online frauds, credit card scams, ransom attacks, and phishing. Second, identity theft. This occurs when criminals steal someone's personal information like social security number, bank details, or login credentials to impersonate them or commit fraud. Cyber espionage. It refers to unauthorized access to confidential government or cooperation information to gain a competitive or strategic advantage. This is often done by state sponsored hackers. Next is cyberterrorism. These are political motivated attacks intended to cause fear or distribute critical infrastructure such as power grids, transport systems, or communication networks. Next is child exploitation. This involves the use of digital platform to exploit or abuse minors, including distributed of or distribution of child abuse material or online grooming. To sum up, cybercrime can affect individuals, organizations, and nations, and understanding these categories helps in implementing the right prevention and investigation strategies. Earlier investigation methods. In early days of cybercrime investigation, methods were quite basic and manually compared to today's advanced digital forensic tools. Initially, investigators focus on traditional policing techniques such as interviewing suspect, tracing phone records, and physically examining computer hardware. Data collection often involves manual retrieval from floppy disk, hard drives, and printed logs, with very limited tools of data recovery or analysis. Investigators rely on IP tracking, email headers, and system logs to trace cyber offenders. However, due to lack of standard procedures and legal framework, earlier investigators were time consuming and prone to evidence loss. These earlier methods laid to foundation of the modern digital forensic process, which now includes specialized tools, automated data analysis, and international cooperation. Rise of digital forensics. As technology evolved and cybercrime became more complex, traditional investigation methods were no longer sufficient. These lead to the rise of digital forensics, a specialized branch of forensic science focused on identifying, preserving, analyzing, and presenting digital evidences. The field began to take shape in 1990s when computer, mobile phones, and internet frames become widespread. Law enforcement agencies started creating dedicated cybercrime units and developing tools to recover deleted files, analyzing network traffic, and trace digital footprints. Digital forensics introduced systematic procedure and standard for handling electronic evidences, ensuring that it remains authenticated and admissible in the court. Today, it plays a crucial role in solving cybercrime, cooperation forward frauds, sorry. Today, it plays a critical role in solving cybercrime, corporate frauds, and even terrorism cases, transforming how investigations are conducted in digital era. The key forensic tools. Digital forensics rely heavily on specialized tools to collect, preserve, and analyze digital evidences effectively and accurately. Some of the key forensic tools are: first is EnCase. EnCase is widely used in acquiring and analyzing evidences from computers and storage medium. It helps investigators recover deleted files and generate detailed forensic reports. Second is FTK, Forensic Toolkit. Known for its speed and efficiency in indexing data, FTK helps in keyword searching, email analysis, and password recovery. Third is Autopsy, open source tool used for disk imaging, timeline analysis, and examining file system structure. Next, we have Wireshark, a network analyzing tool that captures and inspects data packages to identify malicious activities or data leaks. And lastly, we have Volatility, a memory forensic tool used to analyze RAM data, RAM dumps, and detect malware, rootkits, and system compromise. These tools ensure accuracy, reliability, and legality in the investigation process, helping experts extract meaningful evidences while maintaining the chain of custody. Next, we have the legal framework in foreign cyber forensics. Legal framework and cyber forensics operates under legal framework that defines how digital evidences is collected and presented. In 19, the IT Act 2000 and Section 65B of the Indian Evidence Act guide electronic evidence admissibility. Internationally, frameworks like GDPR and Budapest Convention ensures ethical handling of cross-border data. Forensic investigators must maintain transparency and chain of custody to protect evidence validity. Modern cybercrime trends. In cybercrime includes ransom as a service, phishing 2.0 and deepfake enabled frauds. Criminals use AI to automate attacks and exploit cloud infrastructure. Data breaches have become larger and more damaging, often leak millions of personal records. Investigators use threats intelligence platform and AI-driven anomaly detection tools to encounter these threats. Now, let's talk about the challenges in investigation. Investigator faces numerous challenges: encrypting data, anomaly through VPNs and Tor network, and judicially limitations. Cloud data storage in multiple countries complicates evidence collection. Legal cooperation has often slow and evolves technologies like IoT created new vulnerabilities. Continuous learning and technical evolution are key to overcome these barriers. Advanced investigation techniques. Advanced investigation techniques uses artificial intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain analysis. AI identifies the pattern in mass data set. Blockchain forensic tracks cryptocurrencies transactions and automation acceleration evidence. For example, during ransom investigation, blockchain traces helps track ransom payment to identify the criminal's vault. Role of law enforcement. Law enforcement now maintain dedicated cybercrime units. Officers receive training in forensics, malware analysis, and evidence presentation. Collaboration with private cybercrime firms has increased. These partnerships ensure quicker detection and response of the incident. Public awareness campaigns also play a vital role in preservation and prevention. Case studies. Let's look at a few notable cases that highlights the importance and the evolution of digital forensics. First is WannaCry ransom attack that happened in 2017. This global cyber attack infected hundreds and thousands of computers across 150 countries. It encrypted user data and demanded ransom in Bitcoin. Digital forensic team analyzed the malware code and traced it back to a known hacking group, showcasing the global scale of cyber threat. Second is the Arushi Talwar case in India, one of the India's first major criminal case where digital evidence played a significant role. Investigators analyzed emails, phone records, and computer usage data to establishing timeline and reconstruct the evidence and events, marking a milestone in the use of cyber forensics in India law enforcement. Third is Colonial Pipeline hack that happened in 2021, a ransom attack on the largest fuel pipeline in the USA caused massive fuel shortage. Digital forensics helped identify the DarkSide ransom group and traced cryptocurrency payment used for ransom. emphasizing the link between cybersecurity and critical infrastructure protection. These cases demonstrate how digital forensic is essential not only to solve crimes but also for ensuring national and global security. Now, let's talk about the future of cybercrime investigation. Future investigations will increase relying on AI, quantum computing, and big data analysis. Predictive forensic will help identify attackers before they occur. Quantum decryption will challenge traditional encryption, creating both risk and opportunities. Global data sharing platforms will help build faster, unified response to international cyber incidents. Ethical and privacy concerns. Ethical and privacy concerns remain central. Investigator must balance evidence collection with individual rights. Extensive surveillance can violate privacy law, while insufficient monitoring may let criminals go free. Ethical framework ensures investigators act responsible and even legal limits. Data protection and transparency are critical to maintain ethic trust. Now, let's talk about the skills for cyber investigator. Cyber investigator needs technical, legal, and analytical skills. Technical skills include system analysis and understanding malware behavior. Legal knowledge ensures compliance with evidence standards, while analytic ability helps correlate multiple data sources. Continuous certification and training are vital as cyber threats evolve daily. Now, let's move towards our last slide about the summary of our today's session. Cybercrime has evolved from isolated hacks to global cooperations. Investigators now evolve forensic lab, AI, and international cooperation. Every cyber incident provides lessons that shapes better defense academy. Thank you so much and remain combating cybercrime requires not just tools but awareness, ethics and collaboration. Thank you.